Let's have a conversation. Tell me what you think about the issues of the world. What kind of spice you wanna be? Tell me where you wanna travel. Do you believe in luxury? What's your hidden passion? What makes you so unique? Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole. Conversations with Nicole.
Greetings. I am Nicole Everett, and this is Conversations with Nicole here at the Union Bank in Tallahassee, Florida. This week's featured segment is with Mr. Darius "Doc D" Baker, the founder of Tallahassee Nights Live and owner of D-Real Productions. Today we have two education segments, one with Kerri Post, the director of Leon County Tourism and Visit Tallahassee, and the second with Renee Miller, the owner and founder of City Walk Mission. We also have a health segment with Dieldra Harris, the owner of Get Fit with Dieldra. So come on, let's get this conversation started.
Come and have a little talk with me. Conversations with Nicole. Come on and speak to me.
Today's featured guest is Mr. Darius "Doc" Baker, the founder of Tallahassee Nights Live and CEO of D-Real Production. Welcome, Doc.
Thank you for having me.
So, Doc, you've been in the entertainment business for quite some time now.
Yeah, ever since like sixth grade, playing. I'm a pianist. I've been
Okay.
playing for churches since I was in sixth grade. Played for 3 churches at one time, different denominations. So,
Wow.
I was accustomed to a whole lot, back then. But my love for music transferred from elementary school, middle school to high school. I started producing records and all that kind of stuff for different artists. And, kind of blossomed from there.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you're from Tallahassee.
Yeah, born in Gadsden County, Havana, Florida.
Okay,
So I got
Havana.
Yeah. But, my mom married, and from 3rd grade on, Tallahassee's been my home.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
yeah.
So why you stay in Tallahassee? Why not branch out to some larger markets, especially to do music?
Well, I've traveled a lot. But traveling has definitely decreased since my concentration has been on Tallahassee Nights Live and my radio station that I'm honored to be the program director of. But before then, I travel every weekend, every days out of the week to work with different artists like Roy Jones Jr., SWV back in the days. I've MD for Keith Sweat on the road. Fat Cat Players was a definite.
I remember the Fat Cat
yeah,
Players.
man.
Yeah.
Oh my
Daddy,
goodness.
yeah.
Yeah. I learned so much. Freshman in college, producing tracks. I produced like 2 tracks on that album, and man, that was an honor. I'm gonna be honest with you, it really was. Be around some great musicians and travel, and some of those relationships I still have today.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent. So Tallahassee Nights Live is one of my favorite entertainment
Wow, thank you so much.
Cabernets, if you will,
Yeah,
here in
yeah.
Tallahassee. I believe it definitely adds value to this area, and people come from all around
Yeah.
to participate in it. So tell me, what does Tallahassee Nights Live mean to you?
Tallahassee Nights Live is just a medium to bring people together, through their love for music, live entertainment. We've been doing it for 10 years now.
Wow.
And started at the Ramada Inn, North Monroe, which is closed now. But we branched out from there to the Civic Center, which is now Donna L. Tucker Center. And from there, we went to our new home, which is the Moon, and we've been there for some years now. But God has blessed us to be in a few other cities now, and we're still under the name of Tallahassee Nights Live, and the people actually come out. They still come out.
Now tell me about some of the artists. I know some of the artists that have been players for Tallahassee Nights Live have gone on to do some great things and work with some, famous artists. So tell me about some of those folks.
Kendra Foster, she's a hometown favorite, and she just won 2 Grammys, but she performed on the Tallahassee Nights Live stage before.
We had a conversation with her back in May of this year.
Right. A few of our musicians, some of B.K. Jackson, Adrian Crutchfield, who was our first saxophonist. Both of those guys played with Prince.
Wow.
And others. He's played for Lionel Richie, Bette Midler, I mean,
That is
national acts.
tremendous,
But
yeah.
I always wanted Tallahassee Nights Live to be to Tallahassee what the Apollo is to Harlem. You know, and people
okay.
kind of feel like, you know, if I could just make it there, and it takes a lot to keep that standard, you know, because we're not perfect. Our musicians and the singers we have are learning every day too, and that's what it's all about. But to keep that status is what my goal is. We have people that travel from so we do have a following, and I thank God for that every day.
Okay.
And people realize the platform that we create for the unsigned, quote unquote, artists. But we've had some signed artists too to come through and grace the stage as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what do you believe the future is for Tallahassee Nights Live?
Wow. Well, a lot of people don't know, but I guess I give you the exclusive.
All right,
Nicole.
y'all, we're getting exclusive.
Yeah, you're getting the exclusive. But we're currently in the studio working on our first project, and it's going really, really well.
Good.
We have some great names that are contributing to this project,
Okay.
and due to my past relationships, I've called on these guys because I really, really want this project to be solid, which it is going to be.
Okay.
And I do believe that Tallahassee Nights Live, we have some artists that are ready right now. And I'll be the first to say, not all of them,
Right.
you know, but there are a few that I definitely feel they deserve that national platform.
Okay.
And we're about halfway there with the project now. I just received some work from Rick Rockford, who is an amazing guitarist. He's played, I mean, come on, who's who, trumpet awards, Grammy awards, whatever type of award shows.
Nice.
He's in that band, but he's agreed. He believes in the project. He's working on it. Corey Irving. I mean, just some great producers, as well as some of the musicians that are in the camp now. Antonio Wimberly, Stephen Walden. Man, it's just really good.
It sounds like TNL, and I've experienced this. I mean, I've been coming to the shows for a little over 2 years now, and it seems to be a great place for artists to grow and to learn.
Yeah, because iron sharpens iron, you know, and the good thing about it, we are a family. And with all families, you're gonna have those, you know, those little rough times, you know, but the good times outweigh the bad times with us, man. And we're the type of family that we support each other and try to give. No one artist has it all. You know, one artist might know how to connect with the audience, you know. One artist may know how to present themselves in a certain way, wardrobe and just their mannerisms. Another artist may be the best singer in the world, but has no stage presence.
Right.
You know, so, you know, what I try to get everybody to do is to capitalize off the other person's, you know, accents, what they have, you know, their fortes. And that's what it's all about. And I think that we're just about there. We're just about there. And egos are good. I encourage egos positively, positive, because we want everybody to you know, give their best when they're on the stage.
Okay, excellent, excellent. So what does the future for Doc D look like?
I don't, you know, wherever God leads, you know, and that's how I've always lived my life, even being the program director for Heaven 98.3, which is the first 24-hour FM gospel station in the market.
Go on and get that plug. Go on and get that plug.
I had to plug that, you know, I was there. But I actually was one of the ones who flipped the switch on 1410 AM, which was a gospel station. And, you know, Miss Dot Ely, who's my boss, the vice president, actually presented it to me to program direct, you know, the station. And, you know, she didn't want to take any other application. She just gave it to me. I prayed about it, and I said, yeah, I think this is what God is leading me to do. And I'm not a pastor, you know. I have a strong faith, believe in God, but you know.
But you have a purpose.
Yeah, but I told Ms. Dot, you know, I won't be quoting scriptures on the radio and all that. I won't try to be something I'm not. And she said, that's why I want you.
Okay.
Like, I want you because I know you're going to treat people right, treat people fair, and guide the station where it needs to go. And since then, revenue quadrupled. Wow. You know, I mean, you can't even, you know, it's just turned over and over and over every year. Great. Our ratings up. We're beating other FMs. We was beating FM stations when we were AM. Yeah, so, and that's none of my doing. Miss Monique, she's a great
you all make a good team.
Yeah, man, that's my sister there. And we work hard together, and just from God's favor, that's where Heaven 98.3 is going, and we're growing.
That's great.
Yeah,
that is wonderful.
Yeah.
So any closing remarks you want to give our
viewers?
Well,
in closing, just, you know, we just left from Delray Beach with Tallahassee Nights Live.
I saw some
Sold
of
out
the video
crowd.
from
We went to Winter Haven. We're there at the Ritz. And I just want everybody to really support Tallahassee Nights Live. You know, everybody that's in a you know, elected position. You know, when we go to these other cities, we're not changing our name. We're not Miami Nights Live when we go to Miami. We're Tallahassee Nights Live.
Okay, represent.
We're representing, and it was amazing to see when we went to Delray that they had signs up saying Tallahassee in their city, all around Tallahassee Nights Live.
Yeah.
So I just really want them to get behind us, support us, because we're not only representing ourselves, we represent our city.
You sure do, and you represent us well.
Thank you so much.
for
Thank
what
you.
you do, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you for having me.
Okay. Stay tuned for more conversations. Our guest for today's education segment is Ms. Kerri Post, the Director of Leon County Tourism. Welcome, Kerri.
Thank you, Nicole. Happy to be here.
So you are a Central Florida native, Floridian, Florida girl, and you're here in Leon County serving as the tourism director. You were previously there doing marketing, or were the senior marketing director. How's it been to be back?
It's been great. It's been a whirlwind. This is an exciting time to be in Tallahassee and Leon County. There's a lot of exciting things going on in the destination, so I'm thrilled to be back.
Now, tourism is one of our big, you know,
It's an economic engine, without a doubt.
It's an economic engine in Florida. You know, tell me some of the things that you have going on with Leon County specifically in terms of tourism.
Well, as with what's going on here in right now, as you can imagine, is our peak football season,
Yes.
so which always brings in lots of visitors, which is great. But it's interesting, Tallahassee is actually a year-round destination, that we're pretty equal all quarters, over 20% a quarter for all of our visitors. So we really have year-round visitation. We had last year, for our fiscal year of 2016, we had about $850 million in economic impact just in Leon County. 14,000 jobs in Leon County are in tourism. And so, and there's a lot happening in the destination. I've lived here for 18 years. And I'm sure you've seen it as well. Tallahassee's growing and changing, and there's a lot of really exciting things. So it's wonderful to be back.
That's excellent. Now tell me, how do you measure what the growth is? Is that number of hotel rooms that are booked, or tell me some of the guides or the measurements for that.
And that's one of the measurements is we have a research firm of record. It's Downs and St. Germain, and they do extensive surveying and forecast. So they are out at, not just at events, but gauge the visitation. You're working with the hotel properties. So we get an annual visitors report, a study there, but then we also track as I think it's one of 65 to 67 counties in Florida collect what's called a local option tourism tax, otherwise known as the bed tax. You hear it said a lot.
I've heard of that.
So that is another one of our measurements is through bed tax collections. You also look at jobs because that's also very trackable. So there are several different metrics that we look at. We look at website visitation. We look at conversions on our website because visitors can actually book hotels on there. So there's a number of different metrics that we are monitoring, you know, certainly weekly, but then monthly, and then it rolls into quarterly. Probably about 20 separate measures.
Okay. So what's new on the horizon for Leon County Tourism? Visit Tallahassee.
Well, there's actually a lot that's going on. You may have heard recently there's a hotel boom, if so to speak. There are 8 new properties that are in various stages of development here in Leon County, and not just downtown, but literally all around the county and all parts of the county. And many of them are the boutique more upscale. So we're really diversifying our hotel properties. We're adding about 1,000 new rooms, meeting
Wow.
spaces.
Okay.
And we have currently about 60 hotels, so this is actually not quite a 10%
Yeah,
jump.
that many?
Yeah, we really do.
Okay, I didn't
And
know that.
so from that standpoint, we have music, a lot of music ventures. We have some exciting concerts coming up in the spring, in the summer. We had Alabama Shakes, who was here.
I went to that concert.
Wasn't that great?
It was excellent. It was really a good time.
Yeah, it really was. And so we've got some great shows on the books coming in the spring. And Tallahassee's also become kind of a music venue.
It has.
Because when Doak Campbell just had Doak After Dark this past Saturday.
Yeah.
The Pavilion at Center Tallahassee, they're doing concerts.
Yep.
There's I love the 90s concert coming. I
Yes,
mean,
that's
but
it, yeah.
so we're kind of also making a name for ourselves in
That's
music.
good,
So we got music, kind of the craft brew, a lot of the districts, you know, and game streets happening down there.
So
and
we're kind of making a name for ourselves.
we are.
Yeah.
I think
That's
we
great.
really are, and a more contemporary vibe,
Okay.
and that's a good thing.
We'd like you to come back and share more of what the tourism department is doing with Leon County and visit Tallahassee in the future.
I would be delighted because there's a lot going on in
Excellent. Tallahassee
and Leon County. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being with us. Stay tuned for more conversations. Our guest for today's education segment is Ms. Renee Miller, the founder and director of City Walk Urban Mission. Welcome, Renee.
Thank you for having me, Nicole. I'm excited.
I'm glad you're here. So you're a Florida girl.
I am a Florida girl. I've lived around here since I was 2.
Okay, and what prompted you to start the mission?
I've always had a heart for people who were in need, and even as a little girl, I wanted to adopt a bunch of kids. I wanted to have a homeless shelter, and I was always picking up, broken birds. And just through my study of Scripture, realized that that's what God was wanting me to do.
Okay.
And so we started in ministry in 2007. Took a little break for a couple years, 2010, 2012. Back in 2012, we started City Walk, and it's gone from there.
Okay.
And we are just celebrating now, serving 5,000 people in crisis in Leon County.
Wow,
And we're serving around 400 individuals in crisis every single month.
that's awesome. Now tell me some of the services that you provide.
Our main service is that we have transitional housing for men coming out of prison with a work and reentry program.
Okay.
In addition to that, we have other ancillary services. The homeless in our community can just come into our thrift store and outreach center any day that we're open, anytime, and we will clothe them.
Wow.
They can get a hygiene pack, they can get a blanket, backpacks. So we're constantly seeing people coming in and out. They may need a tube of toothpaste today, they may need a blanket tomorrow. So that's another big need. And then we have our new South Side project where we're distributing groceries through Farm Share and helping out of our warehouse to the population that's mainly down there in Crawfordville and south of Leon County.
Gotcha. Do you utilize any partners?
We have a lot of support from local area businesses. With our Giving Tuesday campaign, we have a lot that are taking part in that.
Okay.
We are autonomous. We're not part of another organization, so it's not like we get funding from someone else. But we do just get donations from individuals and businesses. We haven't accepted any grants or applied for any grants. It's all just what happens through that thrift store is where our funding for the projects come from.
Primarily, I see. Okay. So you serve homeless, you serve folks that are males in particular that are coming out of the prison system.
Right, that's
into reentry.
the only housing we have right now is for men. But then there's other, it's not like we just help men. We help moms who can't afford a car seat and they can't bring their baby home from the hospital without one. I can't tell you the car seats that we
Really?
give away. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
So what is your greatest need right now?
Greatest need right now is cash because we've got to build a new facility. We are in a single family home and that's not working. We have a waiting list a mile long. I had a social worker from TMH call today and need someone to go into our home and I can't. And there are no other options for this person. And she said, what's gonna happen tonight? And I said, he's gonna sleep outside.
Wow.
The most I can do is give him a blanket.
And what's your capacity at where your location? What's the maximum number of folks you can serve?
It's never been more than 7.
Okay.
And so we're just really limited on what we can do when we have that many people a day that want to come in.
Gotcha.
And we just need to be out of that environment. It's got to be a facility. And so to do that, I mean, the in-kind donations are great with clothing and food and things like that, but we need a mortgage. We need to pay for land. We need to pay for a structure.
So ideally, what would you, excuse me, like to have? How many would you like to?
We have blueprints for a maximum of 30 people at the new men's home. I think that's a good amount to be small but effective.
Okay.
But certainly not in a single family home like we have now.
Wow. Well, you have got quite the big heart to be taking this on. This is you and your family, correct?
Right. My husband and I are inner city missionaries, and our family does this together. It's just something that God told us to do, and so we set out to do it, and he's been faithful to meet us as we meet needs.
Wow, that's awesome. I love it.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Keep doing the great work. And we'll get your information on the screen so folks can reach out to you to help you with your mission.
Awesome, thank you. I would like to invite everyone to come to our Givers Reception at our Outreach Center and Thrift Store in Midtown on November 29th, which happens to be Giving Tuesday.
Okay.
It's going to be a good opportunity for businesses to network and just kind of see what we do and be in our environment. It's from 5 to 7 p.m.
Okay.
You don't have to be part of the fundraiser or donate anything to come, but just come and hang out with us.
Excellent.
Have some refreshments.
All
So
right.
thank you.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for sharing that information.
Absolutely.
Okay. Stay tuned for more conversations. Today's health segment features the owner and founder of Get Fit with Dieldra, Dieldra Harris. Welcome.
Thank you.
So Dieldra, you are a rattler
Yes, ma'am.
from Pensacola,
Yes.
and you've been doing fitness for about 5 years,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Here in Tallahassee. So tell us about what you offer.
Well, I offer one-on-one training, group training, yoga, dance, and pre- and postnatal fitness.
Pre and postnatal fitness.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you get involved with that one?
Well, I got pregnant my last year at FAMU, and I was running track before then. And I kind of wanted to find a way to stay in shape and stay healthy while having my baby, because I didn't want to gain a lot of weight. So I did some research and got some clearance from my doctor, and he told me that I could still do certain things. So while I was already certified as a trainer, I just kind of used that to work out.
So what types of things can you do while you're pregnant? What type of exercise or fitness activities can you do?
If you're already active, I was running track. He told me I could still run.
Really?
But I had just had to listen to my body.
Okay.
So I still did 5Ks.
Wow.
Sometimes when I was lifting weights, I would have to go lighter on the weights, but I could still pretty much do everything that I was doing.
Wow.
Just had to listen to my body, and if I was aching, slow it down a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
Fascinating. And what about postnatal?
Postnatal is the same thing. At least you have to at least wait 6 weeks
Okay.
until you can start back being active.
Okay.
And that's what really helped me to lose my baby weight within 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah, I gained 60 pounds, and I was right back to my regular weight.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am.
You hear that, ladies? In how long?
6 weeks.
6 weeks. She lost
Yeah.
60 pounds after
2
having
months,
a baby.
sorry.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 months. So not almost 6 weeks.
Right.
Wow, that is very fascinating.
Yes.
Okay, so you have training how often?
I train every day of the week,
Okay.
except for Saturdays and Sundays.
Okay.
I do have a nonprofit organization for young
Oh,
girls, and I
okay.
teach them health and fitness through dance. So I do that on Saturdays.
Excellent.
But have group classes throughout the week on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays.
Okay.
And then I also do my one-on-one clients Mondays through Fridays.
Okay, what are some fitness tips you can give our viewers?
Fitness tips. Pretty much, I usually wake up in the morning, I get a good stretch in. I do at least 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, and that's a morning and afternoon thing.
Okay.
For those of you who may work at a desk, try to use your desk or your chair to do like simple exercises.
Okay.
When you're at work and you have a lunch break, go on a walk or walk around the building, use the stairs, stay active.
I definitely try to do that.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. So how can we get in contact with you?
You can contact me through Facebook, Dieldra Fitness Trainer Clark, Instagram, DEE_trainer, and my business phone number is 778-5552.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing those fitness tips. And you all can get fit with Dieldra, and we'll put that information on the screen. So you all stay tuned for more conversations. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Conversations with Nicole, where we are connecting the community through conversation. Be sure to share your CWN moment by hashtagging CWN moment and sharing your picture or your comment. We'll see you next time.